Great morning to you, friends and family. It is Joy coming live with Morning Joy to inspire, uplift, and encourage you. My daughter Jaden is here. You gonna take that off?
No, I look even more rough than her, so it's okay.
Okay. So it's late in the morning, but I just wanted to come on and chat with you guys. I hope everyone is having a lovely Monday so far. It is a beautiful day outside. Hope that you had an opportunity to celebrate the mothers in your life over this weekend, and just remembering what it's about. Relationships are important. I had time to go and see my mom and spend time with her, and Jaden and I were together the entire day, of course. Jaden, you cooked for me, you worked out with me, and she drove me to go see my mom. So that was awesome. I didn't have to drive.
I was paying for that workout right now.
Oh yeah, that workout was brutal. So you were definitely both feeling the workout today in our butts more than anything. So when we try to sit, walk,
breathe,
anything like that workout, today is rest day. Hallelujah. It's like because they knew that once we did that workout that we would definitely need a rest. And I don't think it even felt as painful. It hurt during the workout, but I don't think it felt as painful as it does right now. What do you think, Jenna? Yeah, the glutes are like on fire.
I didn't know your butt can hurt this bad.
Yeah, me either. And it's not like just one specific part of your butt. It's like the whole butt hurts. That workout was major.
It's in the days when I didn't know my butt was there.
And Jaden works out a lot, right? And
a bunch of leg workouts, and none of them have ever made me feel like this.
Yeah, this is a different kind of hurt that we're experiencing. But I'm grateful that we were able to do it together. Jaden has big plans for this summer, so she will be heading back to Georgia soon. And so it's important to maximize the time that you have together. We were talking about that last night. I know previously I would spend a lot of time getting sad thinking about Jaden's about to leave, and then I wouldn't maximize the time that I had with her while she was here because I was so focused on she's about to go and I'm going to be sad when she leaves. But this time that we're together, we've really had some great bonding time, I would think. Some good heart-to-hearts, understanding each other and each other's thought processes and feelings, because both of us are not the greatest at expressing our feelings.
I like to ignore them and act like I don't have them.
Yeah,
we're
the same in that way. I can openly talk about things that have happened or gone on in my life, but I'm not, like, if I'm feeling something in the moment, it's very hard for me to express, especially with people that I love and care about.
Even like talking about things openly, but like never telling you how do we feel about them. Like those things, like even if they were in the past.
Right. And I don't understand why that is. Maybe it's, I don't like crying in front of people. Jaden doesn't either. And I think somehow we feel like crying shows weakness or something. Yeah, so a lot of times we'll mask the way that we feel to keep from crying, but realizing that we're only drinking our own poison. And that's the conversation we had last night. Like, you're not really hurting anybody but yourself when you're keeping things in. And then when you put up a guard, trying to protect yourself against other people, we talked about this last night, you basically box yourself in. You create a prison for yourself, right? You're not only keeping others out, but you're keeping yourself locked in. So a lot of people think, oh, I'm very open and I talk, but when it comes to my real feelings in relationships with children and family and people that I love, it's very hard for me to openly express my emotions in the way that I feel. And unfortunately, I have passed that on to Jaden. It's like we feel like we just gotta be like really tough. And,
That's what I said, thug it out.
Right, thug it out. And life just doesn't work that way, right? You don't heal from things that have happened. You mask it and you continue to fight with it and wrestle with it on a daily basis until you're truly able to release it. So yesterday was a great healing time for our relationship to get some things out in the open, things that should have been discussed years ago that were not. Jaden actually initiated the conversation, and I think that's important. Because it was things that both of us didn't understand. Good morning. It was things that both of us didn't understand, and assumptions that we made about what the other person thought. One thing we were talking about last night was with the 4 agreements and learning to not take anything personal. What another person does or says is completely about that person, and it has absolutely nothing to do with you. And so a lot of times it's hard to do, especially if that person pushes something in you. Like, for instance, if I believed I was ugly and you called me ugly, well, it's going to hurt my feelings, right? Because it's something that I already believe, and now it's like I've been uncovered, and now you're calling me out on the thing that I already believe, so it hurts me. But if I consider myself beautiful and you tell me that I'm ugly, it's not going to faze me because I already know that I'm beautiful, right? So whatever someone says or does, it's not about you, it's about them. And I was sharing with Jaden, letting her listen to the 4 agreements last night, and the other part of that is also with compliments and praise. Like when people tell you how awesome you are, you may be awesome, but what they're saying is from their viewpoint, and it's about them. It's not about you. And so again, learning to not take anything personal, learning not to make assumptions, which we often do a lot of times in relationships, and especially in our mother-daughter relationship, we both assumed things that were completely wrong. But because we were both stubborn and not willing to come and talk about it, it took years for us to really understand where each other was coming from. So it's healing to realize, again, number 1, don't take anything personal, but to also be open and talk with your loved ones about what you're thinking, because possibly what you're thinking is completely not true, right? You believe that they're seeing and saying and doing one thing because it's from your perspective, but you don't understand where they're coming from. So I thought that was good. Yeah. So I hope that you guys had a wonderful Mother's Day. And so Esther said right now she's learning that she make other people's issues her responsibility. We often, a lot of us, we do. We take on other people's problems as our own, when we have our own problems to deal with, right? Like I was telling Jaden, this is self-work. Like learning to not take things personally, learning to not make assumptions, learning to be impeccable with my word. Like this is lifelong work that you have to do every day. And I can't do someone else's work. I can't focus on someone else's issue. All I can do is be a light, right? I can protect my energy, and I can do my part for my self-work and pray that I'm a light to someone else and inspire them to come along the journey, right? That hopefully another person sees themselves in me by something that I share or that I do. But I cannot make any, the saying, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. Same thing, I cannot take on other people's issues as my own, because it doesn't help them and it doesn't help me. Yes, it's definitely a blessing that we're able to spend this time together. I told Jaden that, nothing happens by coincidence. The fact that the 2 of us have been here together for all of this time. My youngest son, Landon, is with his godfather and his cousin. We've never had time like this, right? We can't go anywhere, so it's like we've just kind of been here in this house together, and we've gotten to know each other on a much deeper level. And that's so important. I was telling her yesterday that was the best Mother's Day gift, us having that heart-to-heart conversation and really getting our feelings out and understanding where each other were coming from was the best Mother's Day gift for me, because it's taking us to a new level in our relationship. And so I can only wish that other mothers and daughters can have that, because it's so freeing. And now we're open to be more connected with each other now that we've let down all the guards and all of the hurt feelings and all the misconceptions of things that we thought that were, now we can heal and we can connect, and our relationship can only get better from here. So Keela says she logged onto this at the perfect time and she needed to help. Yes, hear all of this. Yes, by all means, protect your energy. Energy is everything. Energy can never be destroyed. It can only be transferred, right? So don't allow somebody else's negativity to come into, don't allow somebody else's poison, right? Don't drink their poison. So when you engage with a person, like if someone hurts your feelings, you're engaging to drink their poison. Sorry, it's about them. It's not about you. But when you decide to take it personal, then you decide to drink their poison. So definitely protect your energy. And Akila, I don't know if you've ever listened to the 4 Agreements. It is available on YouTube, but definitely go and listen to that and hear what they're saying about this, because it's very true. We definitely have to learn how to not drink other people's poison, and that's what we do when we allow ourselves to be hurt. When the thing that they're saying or that they're doing is all about them, it's not about us to begin with. So, anything you want to say to that, Jaden? What did you learn?
About
anything? Good, Akila.
What you were saying with when people say something to you, don't take it personal. Just learn to understand that and understand, create your own thoughts about yourself and believe those thoughts rather than anybody else's, because what you think is true.
Absolutely.
So, what's that?
Yep. The only thoughts and opinions that matter are those of your own, right? If someone decides to leave out of your life, that's their decision. And so Jaden and I were talking about this last night. I said, so what we focus on is that what we want wants us, and that whatever is mine will never leave me, right? So if someone decides to leave out of my life, it's about them, number one, has nothing to do with me, and they were never mine to begin with, because whatever is mine will never leave me, and whatever I want wants me. So Auntie Viva said, wonderful, Jaden. Yes, and so I think that was so powerful, because I learned so much about Jaden and the way that she thinks, and why she often is guarded, and it's more to protect herself from feeling like people are going to leave, or people are going to walk away, or people may die, or things that she has no control over and that has absolutely nothing to do with her. The truth is we're all going to die someday. We don't get to have control over that. But people deciding to walk out of your life, that's about them. And you could have never done anything to make them stay, because what's yours will never leave you. So they're not your people. So I'm just very grateful today that we had that conversation, that we were connected and that now our relationship has hit a pivot and we can be closer and grow closer with one another. So I'm very grateful for the time that we've had alone with each other since March. Yeah. And things just worked out the way they were supposed to. And I'm excited about her plans for the summer. She's about to go and get her hustle on, and really put her entrepreneurial skills to the test this summer with her brother in Atlanta. Work on getting herself prepared physically and mentally for her senior year of high school. Again, she's such a forward thinker. She's so much better than I ever was. And she just makes me extremely, extremely proud. Esther says, spirit of rejection, I'm so encouraged by you too. Thank you, Esther. And that's why we share, right? Because we're more alike than we are different. But a lot of times we put up this guard to protect, because we don't want anyone to know that we have the same fears. We don't want anyone to know that we have fears, period. Right? And so we guard ourselves, but at the same time, when we're guarding, we're shutting ourselves in. So when we share about these things, it connects us to other people. It's healing for other people, and it helps other people to know that you're not alone. You know, you don't go through that on your own. Like, all of us experience it to some level. So I'm glad that you are encouraged. That's why we are here. We absolutely did not know what we were going to talk about. When we came on this live, I had literally said a prayer and asked God, just lead and let us talk and give the word that he wanted us to give. And this is what came out. So I'm grateful to God for that also. So listen, I love you. God loves you best. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your Monday on purpose. And I will see you, maybe Jaden will see you tomorrow for Morning Joy. Bye.